Hello guys.
Evening.
We're going to talk topic stuff.
Yay.
Remastered games.
Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that just came out of nowhere. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts remixes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the new one.
Yeah.
Because, we mentioned that in the previous video, so I'm not going to go into any sort of depth. Because it'll be here forever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm iffy on remastered games. Games that came out at the peak of the previous consoles, kind of like.
Oh, and they
existence.
try to ride on the great.
And then they just make it like 3 months later for the next console that comes out. GTA.
Yeah, but the reason they're bringing that out is
GTA. I agree, will be better on
PlayStation,
PlayStation 4, and obviously Xbox One, because they've got more power. They'll have more memory, and that is kind of like acceptable. But single player games like Last of Us, Tomb Raider, that kind of thing that came out at the peak of the PlayStation and Xbox 360's kind of existence, right before there was a cut-off point.
Just a bit pointless, doesn't
it's like, you're really going to put the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 down by bringing these fantastic games out on the next-gen consoles?
I don't think it's that. I just think it's them trying to make a bit more money. It's kind of like kicking the balls when you spend X amount of money buying it on the PS3.
Yeah.
Then you buy the new console, you spend all that time completing that game when it comes out.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh hey, 3 months later, we made the game again.
Yeah, because they did
with
the same
better graphics,
with Black
more
Flag.
content.
They did the same with Black Flag.
Are they bringing out another one?
There's a few. They're remastering Beyond Two Souls.
Oh, but that's fair enough because that game is amazing.
That game is amazing.
That is purely cinematic.
Yeah.
So
they are remastering Beyond Two Souls, which to be honest, I am quite happy about, because
I want to remaster Heavy Rain, because I did really enjoy Heavy Rain.
I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if they need to. I think if they're going to remaster Beyond Two Souls,
just so I have to play it again.
Yeah, true. That was a fantastic game.
The only problem with it was that it takes up a lot of memory.
Yeah.
A lot of memory.
That was the first ever game I platinumed. Broke my PlayStation 3 twice in the process. Second time I chucked it out of a window and went and bought a new one. True story. I was at uni, platinumed Heavy Rain.
Wow,
The fucking PlayStation broke, and I took with the disc inside. So I took the PlayStation apart to get the disc out because I was going to send it back off again. Realised that the last time I sent it off to get fixed, they fixed it with like paper tape and like just stuck everything back together with paper tape.
Well done, Sony.
And I was there like, right, well, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna pay for it again. And I just chucked it out the window and went and bought a new one.
Makes sense.
After I had hit it with a hoover.
That reminds me, I said my PlayStation's broken down.
Yeah.
I got a letter through the post yesterday from Argos. I forgot I had insurance on it, so I could have swapped it out at any time for a completely new console.
Yeah.
Would you like to renew your insurance? £60 for a whole year?
Oh no!
Oh, fuck's sake. So it's whether I end up trying to fix it my own way and rebooting the whole thing, or I pay the 60 quid, send it off, get it fixed, and then I've got like another 3 years worth of insurance.
Probably worth doing that.
Completely ironic.
It is.
It's just like,
wow,
really? I completely forgot I had it under warranty.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't know how I feel about remastering games that have come out, like, only just come out on the previous console.
So if we take into account remakes? Like
what, for example?
Can't go off the Silver.
Yeah, but they came out as a remake. They weren't just remastered versions of the game.
This is true.
Remakes, no problem with, because if they remade like remakes and reboots, there's not a problem there, because they're bringing something new.
Yeah.
But they're remastering quite a few games that were on previous consoles now. Grim Fandango, which, to be fair, I am quite excited about, but I'm really iffy about whether they're gonna take away the charm of it from when it was a young game. So that was a really cool game. Obviously the Halo, many anniversary.
No, that's
Halo 2 got remastered.
Like when they did Halo Anniversary for Halo 1 and they remade it and people bought it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's them taking this little niche of, I love Halo so much. Let's just take these gullible players and make them buy another game and spend another X amount of money to buy the same fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, then again, that might be different. I don't know. I haven't played it, so
I mean,
it's
with the Master Chief Collection, you got all the Halos up to Halo Wars, the beta for Halo 5, the latest one. 5th? Yeah, the next one that's coming out.
Wow!
That's why they're doing the Master Collection, because it's going to be the next game, next big game on Xbox One. Apparently, it's going to be a new Halo game. And on that disc, they had Halo 2, which it was the 10th anniversary for, and they had the remastered edition, but they did also include the original edition, and they ran it on the original engines as well. So you could play it with both of the different kind of versions of it, and that included all the online original engines as well. So to be fair, that was quite cool.
I think back, I remember Halo 2 online.
Yeah.
That's what you didn't have to pay for Xbox
Live. So that was quite cool.
Probably people that sit there thinking, what's Halo 2 online?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'm cheating for that. Speaking of which, I know we're going off on the tangent here. I was at work yesterday and I was talking to one of the guys. He had no idea what Digimon was. Punched him in the dick. He never played Pokemon either.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
I was like, get out of my shop. No. Leave.
That is... There's a line.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Remastered games.
Remastered games.
Just buy. I'm just looking. I can't really think of many.
Devil May Cry, that was
more of a reboot.
That was... No, because they remastered the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3, because I've got them up there. They put 1, 2 and 3.
I didn't see any difference, to be honest.
PS3 disc, which for someone that has a PS3 console that doesn't play PS2 games, and they don't have a PS2 and they want to play Devil May Cry, is great because it didn't change the graphics, and it came out at a point.
It's not really remastered, is it?
It's not remastered.
The exact same.
It's not remastered. Well, it is, because they had to
re-release.
They had to change the, what is it called, FPS, so it run on PlayStation. It's on a Blu-ray disc instead of a DVD disc. So it is a remaster, but they managed to keep the graphics the same as the PlayStation 2, which was quite cool. Still a fucking pain in the ass game to play, but what else is there? What else is there? There's a few. Fucking Resident Evil HD that was released, that was on PlayStation 1, remastered for the GameCube, and they're remastering Resident Evil HD for PlayStation 4. I've seen some game footage. I was quite excited that they were going to actually boost the graphics up, because with Resident Evil nowadays you need the graphics boosted, because the previous games were quite dire, and it looks exactly the same as the GameCube.
It was like when I was watching a video the other day about just like little niches about Smash Bros. They had footage of from the N64. I haven't played Smash Bros. In the N64 for quite some time.
Yeah.
And looking back, it's like, wow, those graphics are really, really bad. Like Mario with this like polygon fist.
Yeah,
It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I never realised how bad those sprites actually were.
Yeah. I really am in two minds about remastered games.
I like it when they take really, really older games that did make a lot of money. For example, I remember them bringing out all the Jak and Daxters for the PS3.
Yeah.
Which for me was amazing because I did love the series. It wasn't that much different, but it was nice to be able to play them
on a different
the current console.
Yeah.
You know,
it is nice when you can access older games
from the same
one console.
Yeah, one console.
Which is why I'm so excited for PlayStation Now to come out. We're going to have on the PlayStation 4 a library of every single PlayStation 1 and 2 game. PlayStation 3 will have everything up to 2012, and then it will have games released coming onto it. And then basically what you do is you can buy them off there and store them on your PlayStation, or you can rent them and just play them as and when you want to.
Wow.
So that's going to be really good, but they're not technically going to be remastered. They're just going to be the same edition that you're able to play on another console, which is kind of, I suppose it's kind of
nostalgia.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good. But whether they'll remaster some games, I don't know. They are remastering a hell of a lot, but at the moment it does just seem to be games that have come out recently.
I think it kind of takes the piss when they do that, to be honest. When they bring out a game and they think, just wait in and bring it out.
Yeah.
When on both consoles, I can understand if you bring it out both consoles at the same time.
Yeah.
Because that it's a little on to the fans. Here's the same game, but you can't afford a new console yet.
Use the real one. Yeah.
But when they bring out the old one, then bring out a new console, then bring out the same game again, it's just like, it's kind of taking a piss.
Yeah.
Like Ghosts, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, they did the trade-in offer. We've only had it running for a very, very short time.
Yeah.
You know, if you're busy in that time, that's it. That should still be outstanding. If you've already bought the game and you want to upgrade, you just pay the difference.
That's like Minecraft. Obviously, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, that's available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One now, which is great. It's finally
very, very
come
good.
out.
Very, very good. It's a friend of mine.
If you've got the downloaded version of Minecraft on your Xbox 360 or PS3,
so basically on your account,
then you obviously it will show up on your PlayStation 4 account, and as long as you've got it bought on your account at some point, then you can buy the upgrade and get the PS4 version for like £3.
It's not bad.
So you basically get the game over again, and it doesn't kind of like stop your access to your previous console version. You just basically get a whole new game for £3, which is really good. I think PlayStation are kind of bringing this thing in where if you have got a previous game and it does get remastered and come out on another one, then you can pay a tenner and get the new game.
A little bit.
Yeah, so it's not as if you have got to go and buy out a new game at full price.
Like you sell out £30 for one game, and then when it comes out a new console, that's makes money. Instead of paying
like 40-50 quid.
40 quid.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if Xbox is doing that, but I'm fairly sure PlayStation are gonna be. At some point, you're going to be able to use PS3 discs in the PlayStation 4.
Oh, right.
The PlayStation 4 will recognise that disc as a game that is out on PlayStation 4. You pay a tenner off your account, and it will play the PlayStation 4 version from your PlayStation 3 disc. That is apparently what's happening. Which, to be honest, is a fantastic idea, because it's like Chris says, it saves having to pay 40 quid
on top
over
tenner,
something that you've already bought for like 30 quid. So that would be good. I won't kind of begrudge buying remastered games so much then, but while they're still like 40 quid on top of a game that I've paid 30 quid for, not too keen on it, to be honest, unless it's something that I've really, really, really wanted to play. If Beyond Two Souls comes out before that remastered kind of £10 dealy thing comes out, I will buy it, because that game has a lot more potential than the PlayStation 3 was able to offer. Even though the PlayStation 3 ran it perfectly,
it was beautiful.
The PlayStation 4 will be faultless for Beyond Two Souls. And can you imagine? You know how good like William Dafoe and all that looked on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Like with their because they did all this like realistic rendering and things like that up in France. And can you imagine how realistic they're going to look on the PlayStation 4? It's going to be fucking amazing. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So that, to be honest, that is the only game I'm really looking forward to being remastered. The others, their kind of limit was where the PS3 was, and it's just kind of taken the piss now. GTA, again, I can understand why that's being remastered purely for online. Maybe not so much for the story, but I can understand why they're remastering it for online purposes.
And the graphics wise too. I mean,
graphics wise, GTA was pretty faultless anyway.
Oh yeah, so I said, I was quite shocked that when they did the comparisons with the two. I mean, when we were first playing it online, it's like, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you go and like compare the two, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks kind of bad when you put it against the PS4, but it still looks good on the same.
Yeah. No, it does. Like I've noticed, you've seen the stills for. Is that what you've seen? The stills for GTA. And they have put a lot more into it, but sometimes I just think, really, is that really necessary when they could bring out a brand new game that someone's gonna pay 40 quid for because they haven't played it already?
Yeah.
You know, it's a very kind of up in the air subject. I don't remember this many games being remastered for PS3 when the PS2 kind of had its ending.
No.
Like, or even when the PS3 first came out.
Yeah.
It didn't have a load of PS2 games out on it. Like,
I think it's a new idea, and they thought, fuck it, we'll try it.
Mind you, at that point they had a console where you could play PS2 games if you managed to get the right one. So they didn't necessarily need to remaster them. It wasn't until a few years later. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was the middle one. So I had the 40 gig, the 80 gig, and I had the 60 gig, which I chucked out a window.
And on that bombshell,
we're gonna end this video, guys. Yeah. Anything else? No.
I'm good.
Cool. See you tomorrow for our review, whatever we are reviewing. We will see you then. It's because we don't know yet.
Haven't decided.
Nope. And until then, guys, stay classy, gamers.
Bye.